Sinner's drastic decision after losing to Alcaraz. Even if I lose some matches. Sinner has won only 5 of the 15 times he has faced the Spaniard and just one final out of the last 5. Jannik Sinner once again saw how Carlos Alcaraz took a Grand Slam away from him after having done so at Roland Garros. This time, it was the US Open where the Spaniard claimed his particular revenge after losing at Wimbledon. The Italian not only gave up the crown he was defending in New York, but also saw how the Spaniard snatched the world number 1 from him. Alcaraz has figured Sinner out and has beaten him in 10 of their 15 clashes, as well as in 4 of the last 5 finals they have played. After the match, Sinner paid tribute to Carlos. It's very simple, he's a different player. It's that simple. He has no weaknesses, like other players do. He has improved since the last time. This Sunday he played cleaner. The things I did well in London, he did well at the US Open. I felt he was doing things better than me, especially on serve. He handled the situation exceptionally. I am proud of myself, but he was better, Jannik admitted sincerely. Sinner had a great season reaching all 4 Grand Slam finals this year, but he knows he must change his game to beat Alcaraz. My idea is, even if I have to lose some matches from now on, to try to make changes. I need to be a little more unpredictable as a player, because I think that's what I have to do to be a better tennis player, he said. Social media judges Trump's reaction in the box to Alcaraz's victory. Nobody wanted to miss the tournament final in New York. From famous actors to NFL and NBA players, many witnessed Alcaraz's triumph live. Also present was the President of the United States, Donald Trump. In fact, the final started half an hour late due to the security deployment at the Billie Jean King Tennis Center. Carlos Alcaraz defeated Jannik Sinner in 4 sets and the cameras focused on Trump at the end of the match, showing a reaction that went viral on social media. The President of the United States stood up to applaud, though with a cold response, quite the opposite of the euphoria in the stadium. Donald Trump witnessed live the 6th Grand Slam of the Merchant tennis player. The President of the United States returned to Arthur Ashe and the public received him with loud boos after he appeared on the big screens. Juan Carlos Ferrero reveals the tactic Alcaraz used to topple Sinner in the US Open final. Juan Carlos Ferrero, coach of Carlos Alcaraz, was all smiles this Sunday after the Merchant tennis player won his 2nd US Open and 6th Grand Slam, becoming the 4th player in history to win at least 2 majors on each surface. That is why the Valencian coach described his pupil as a chameleon, able to adapt during the match to any instruction he receives from his team. The most incredible thing about Carlos is that he is so good at correcting very quickly the small details he needs to improve, Ferrero said in the post-match press conference. He is chameleon-like and you can ask him for any circumstance in the match. He adapts and in the end he achieves it, and we also translate that a lot into training. The former Valencian player explained that after the final loss at Wimbledon 2 months ago, also against Sinner, he asked him for certain new things to prepare for the next matches against Jannik in particular. In barely 10 days he improved considerably, said Ferrero, who detailed that they sat down to analyze the Roland Garros and Wimbledon finals to try to see the small things that could be improved. Ferrero also described Alcaraz's performance this afternoon in New York as perfect, where he defeated Sinner 6-2, 3-6, 6-1, 6-4 in 2 hours and 42 minutes. He also said that this rivalry with Sinner right now seems like the one Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic had for nearly 2 decades. Who knows in the future, he added. The possibility of reaching the Big Three. Another topic discussed, given that Carlos Alcaraz already has 6 Grand Slams at only 22 years old, was the possibility of him eventually reaching Federer, Nadal and Djokovic's records. However, Ferrero does not want to talk about that option yet and prefers to go day by day. I can't stop to think whether he will win 20 Grand Slams. We have to live day by day. The potential is there. We cannot deny it. He can win many Grand Slams, but we assume nothing. Everything has to be achieved and worked for, and to reach the final at the Australian Open we will have to work very hard in December, he concluded. The success has taken Carlos Alcaraz to a total of 67 singles matches played. He has won 61, always reaching the main rounds. He has reached 8 consecutive finals since April, winning those of Monte Carlo, Rome, Roland Garros, Queens, Cincinnati, and the US Open. He lost in Barcelona and Wimbledon. He took a break after the London grass season, skipping the Toronto ATP Masters 1000. The formula worked, arriving at Cincinnati and the US Open in top form, with his strength and morale tanks full. After the success in New York, Carlos Alcaraz and his team decided to make another modification to the planned schedule. The Merchant will withdraw from the Davis Cup tie between Spain and Denmark, on the clay of Puente Romano, Marbella, on September 13th and 14th. Jaume Munar was already ready for any contingency, and he will join Alejandro Davidovich, Pedro Martinez and, if his ankle injured in New York recovers, doubles champion Marcel Granollers. The captain is David Ferrer. Alcaraz wants to rest, as it would have meant a change of surface before returning to hard courts. His calendar continues with the Laver Cup, in San Francisco from September 19 to 21. He then returns to individual work on the Asian Tour, with stops at the ATP 500 in Tokyo from September 24 to 30, and the ATP Masters 1000 in Shanghai from October 1 to 12. He will then play the Six Kings Slam exhibition in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, from October 15 to 18, and then move on to the European indoor season. With the option of the ATP Masters 1000 in Paris, from October 27 to November 2, before facing the ATP Finals in Turin, from November 9 to 16. If Spain qualifies for the Davis Cup Finals, they will be held in the Italian city of Bologna from November 18 to 23. Carlos Alcaraz's joke to Jannik Sinner after winning the US Open for the second time: "I see you more than my family?" Spanish tennis player Carlos Alcaraz was delighted to have won his second US Open this Sunday, the fourth and last Grand Slam of the season, and thanked his entourage for the effort they are making so that he can improve professionally and personally. "I have to start with Sinner. It's incredible what you are doing throughout the season and the great level you offer in every tournament you play. I see you more than my family, but it's great to share the court, the locker room, and everything with you, to see you improve every day, working very hard with your team, with fantastic people around you. So congratulations on everything you are doing and for your great performance throughout the week," said Alcaraz in his on-court interview before receiving the Champions Trophy. The Merchant thanked his family. "The effort they are making makes me even better." The Merchant focused his speech on his circle. "The effort they are making makes me even better, not only professionally, but also personally. I am very proud of the people around me. Every achievement I am getting is thanks to you, and this one is also yours," he commented. "I am very lucky to have part of my family here too. My brother, my uncle, my father, I love you. My mom and my little brothers who are at home watching, I love them too. The support I receive from you is amazing, so thank you very much," continued the man from El Palmar. Finally, he addressed the tournament and the crowd. "I feel at home. This tournament is incredible, the 3 weeks I spent here, and it's a privilege to be part of the tournament. It's great to be back. Thanks also to you, the fans. This tournament is even more special, and thank you for the energy you put into every match, every practice. I feel at home, I feel your energy and your love," he said. "I simply try to give my best for you, you make everything easier, so thank you very much as well. To the fans, of course, thank you very much for your support in every training session, every match and every warm-up," he concluded, also thanking the organizers for their treatment. Sinner gives in to Alcaraz like never before. Carlos has no weaknesses. The Italian says there is no one like Alcaraz on the circuit. It's very simple, he is a different player than the rest. Why is Carlos Alcaraz becoming Jannik Sinner's nemesis? Only the Merchant is beating the man who is world number one in recent months. And after his defeat in this Sunday's US Open final, he explained very simply the reason why he could not beat him. "It's very simple, he is a different player. It's that simple. He has no weaknesses, like other players do," said the Italian, who has lost the world number one after the New York event. He will make changes in his tennis to compete with Alcaraz. "My idea is, even if I have to lose some matches from now on, to try to make changes, to be a little more unpredictable as a player, because I think that's what I have to do to be a better tennis player." Since Wimbledon, Carlos has changed some details of his game. Carlos has improved. "I felt he was a little cleaner today. What I did well in London, he did better today." He believes Alcaraz handled the match better, and that was key to winning the tournament. "I felt he was doing everything a little better today, especially the serve, both sides, both swings very clean. Yes, I think that's it. I give him a lot of credit, because he handled the situation better than I did. He raised his level when he had to, so yes, I'm still proud of myself, of the season I'm playing and having. But yes, he played better than me today," Jannik concluded. How much does Alcaraz earn after his US Open victory? For being US Open champion, Carlos Alcaraz receives a prize of $5 million, which is approximately €4.27 million. Aryna Sabalenka, the women's singles champion, receives the same amount. It is the highest prize in the history of tennis, being 39% higher than last year's bonus, when the winner, Sinner, earned $3.6 million. In this tournament, Sinner finished second this time, and will pocket $2.5 million, the same as the women's runner-up, Amanda Anisimova. Compared to the prize of another of this year's big trophies, Roland Garros, the US Open figure is much higher. The Merchant took €2.4 million for his triumph at Roland Garros, while Sinner won €3.5 million after his Wimbledon crown.